This is Back Talk by Successful Black Parenting Magazine, the most listened to podcast for parents by parents.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Back Talk, the talk show for parents. If you're listening to this, please share the link with your followers and post this link on your social media, letting them know you're about that. We are here. Let them know that you recommend the show. We really appreciate any shares that we can get for the show so that people can hear and be woke, as we say. But I just want to talk today a little bit about these PR companies targeting our families, our Black families. It's getting out of control. It's absolutely out of control. We had the H&M with the monkey shirt on the Black boy. Recently, we had Gucci blackface sweater. We had Prada blackface little creatures, whatever they were, and Katy Perry with her blackface shoes. And now Burberry today drops the noose on the model and sends her down the runway. Now, models don't get any say-so what goes on them. The most ridiculous things go on them. So I don't blame the model here so much as I blame the PR company, because this is not by accident. This is not, we didn't know. You say to yourself, how can they be so dumb? Like, don't they have Black people working there? Or isn't something's not right? Like, how do they learn this marketing? No, they're doing this on purpose. It's very smart marketing. It's very cheap marketing. Matter of fact, it's darn near free. They know that they don't have to do anything. Here it is, Black History Month, and we have all this blackface stuff coming out. We have all these racist types of attacks, basically, and they're doing it so that they can get clicks and shares and likes. It's so difficult right now to be heard and seen and be relevant on the internet. There's so much internet static that it is difficult for a company to stand out and stay relevant right now. So in order to do that, you create Outrage PR. That's what I'm calling it. I'm coining it. I'm telling you right now, I'm calling it. It's Outrage PR, public relations. And once you get a whole group outraged about a sweater, then comes the apology tour, right? You come later and say, oh, we're sorry, we didn't know. And we're going to hire this Black person to make it all better so it doesn't happen again. Or even better, they will purposely have cameras outside of the store as a famous Black person is coming out of it buying their products. And we say, oh, well, he's still buying it, so I'm going to still buy it. And you know what happens? We barely even touch their bottom line. And we don't, our boycotts and all that, they don't matter. They don't matter. And they know that we're not the biggest buyers of their products anyway, nor do they want us buying their products, it looks like. So I say don't buy their products. Not only don't buy their products, but teach your children not to buy their products. And teach their children to not also buy their products. Make it generational. And show that you do have some power. Don't accept their apologies. We don't always have to be the nice ones. We don't always have to be the forgiving ones. We don't always have to turn the cheek. I don't care who says where. We don't have to always forgive them because they're just going to do it again. Because you know what? They're not going to be that person that says, oh, well, we won't do it again. They will do it again. Absolutely. And these companies are learning from each other. And if you don't believe me, there is a book called Trust Me, I'm Lying. I highly suggest you read it because it's talking about all of this, how marketing has changed today to have this outrage PR and that it works to the benefits of these companies. Now you say, oh, well, they're already a big company. Well, yeah, but you know what? They can be a big company, but they still need to stay relevant and they still need to stay out in the press and they still need to stay in the news. And if you don't have anything really newsworthy, then this is it. This is it. Create some fuss, create a protest. And the thing about it is that they just take a whole group's culture, all of our pain, just for likes and shares and comments. If you don't feel devalued after that, then you need to wake up because they just devalued your whole culture, your ancestors and your family and your children and everything that everyone has went through so you could be here. just to get likes, shares, and comments, right? Just to stay relevant, just for money. That's it. It's all about greed in the long term. Now, they've done their math before they do these things. They've done their profit and loss. They know exactly what the risk is worth. And it's much cheaper than a full-blown marketing campaign, that traditional way of doing a marketing campaign. This is free publicity. And we will spread the pictures all over the internet because we're mad. And I'm not saying not to share it if you're educating people about what they're really doing. That's something else. But then as you're educating, make sure you are writing back to them on Twitter, Instagram, whatever, and let them know you're on to them and that you're going to not buy this thing that you were going to buy, or that you are going to tell your children, and make sure you teach them not to buy from them. So hopefully eventually they will go out of business. Because that's what a protest needs to be. It needs to be generational. They are going to say they're sorry and see their bottom line go back up, because they know that we're going to forget about it and come back and buy their stuff again. Well, I'm, for one, not going to buy their stuff. I can't. It's just not in me to do so. Even though I really wanted a Burberry scarf before this happened, I don't anymore. And anybody wearing it at this point, I'm going to judge them. I'm going to judge them like nobody's business. I'm going to look at them. They probably get the evil look from me. And they're not trustworthy for me. If I see anyone in Burberry pattern, anything, I'm going to have some kind of resentment toward them. I'm just saying. That's how it is. That's how I feel personally. But you know what? They're being really smart about marketing. And it's a bad way to market. It's not ethical. It definitely doesn't send a message that they care about anyone else besides themselves. The song Michael Jackson put out, "They Don't Care About Us," is totally relevant here. And the apology tour is just really sad. It's just really sad because it's coming. It's coming. And I just cannot accept that from these companies anymore. So what do we do about it? I say a couple of things. First, we start by buying black. It only takes a little research to start buying black. Let's go back to FUBU. FUBU also partnered with Puma to come back. They have their website. I'm on it right now, fubu.com. Go buy black. They're not the only ones. There are a lot of little designers, christianloren.com, and that's self-serving a little bit because that is also my daughter, but her designs are awesome. I wish I could fit them, but I'm not that small. But her designs are beautiful. If you go to christianloren.com, she's up and coming, and you're going to hear more about her. But there are other designers out there too, besides just her and FUBU. There are so many great designers. And I say Christian Loren. Let me spell that just in case I have to do my little plug. It's KRISTIANLOREN.com. KRISTIANLOREN.com. And you'll see her stuff is really cute. And I mean it. And I'm not just saying that because I'm her mom. But I would love, she's written up in Essence and was one of their favorite designers, as well as Harlem Fashion Row picked her. So she's doing really, really well with her stuff. But again, off that subject, but one similar subject is to buy black. Because we have to support each other, because these companies, they don't care. They don't care about who we are, what our culture's been through, what our pain feels like. They don't care. All they care about is the greed, their bottom line, and how they're going to make their stockholders happy. Everything we've been through, when we see a noose, the anger that we feel, they don't feel that. They don't feel any of those things, nor could they care even a little bit. So yeah, buy black. Start your own businesses. If you're talented, use your talent. See, here's the thing. Talented is evenly distributed, right? They say, but opportunity isn't. So those who have must start providing opportunities for people who have the talent to bring these offerings to our community so that we can buy from each other. I mean, Etsy. I know they take a little while sometimes to make things and get them to you because they're handmade one-on-one, but there's so many Black designers on Etsy. There's beautiful Black things. Etsy.com. I'm giving free plugs out today. But there's designer Ebony magazine just put out online a bunch of Black designers that you can buy from. These traditional companies who haven't really given back or given to the African American community at all, but have taken, aren't helping us. They're not helping us. And they don't care at all about you. So if they don't care about you, why do you care? If you met somebody on the street and they said they don't care about you, you'd be, of course, quick to say, I don't care about you either. Right? The boyfriend said, I don't care about you. You're going to be like, nigga, I don't care about you either. And I don't even like saying N-word, so I rarely say that, so I don't want to say that. So please excuse that because I'm trying to get that word out of my vocabulary. But yeah, I don't think we should be buying any products from a company that does not care. I really don't. And they are targeting our families. They're targeting our children. They're targeting our ancestors. They're targeting everyone. So let's not do that. Again, I'm going to highly recommend the book to you. Trust Me, I'm Lying, because it will make it clear to you. This one marketer basically goes through the book and he tells you exactly how he does this outrage PR. He actually got a group to protest a movie to bring attention to it. They know what they're doing. It's definitely not a surprise. So thank you all for listening. I want to keep it real. And we'll be back again, hopefully with a guest next time. But when these things pop up, I have to get on here and just discuss what I do know. Being in the business behind the scenes with advertising and marketing. This is by design, y'all. If you don't believe it, just keep your eyes open. You'll see for yourself. If you haven't figured out by now that this is no accident, I can't even help you. But anyway, you guys have a good day. Thank you for listening. And if you're listening, be sure to follow us on social media at Black Parenting One. We were the first Black parenting magazine in the nation. So you can find us at Black Parenting One on Twitter. You can find us on Instagram as Black Parenting Magazine and on Facebook also as Black Parenting One, since we were the first. Until next time, I'll be here soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Back Talk by Successful Black Parenting Magazine. We'll see you soon.